Today our topic is skeletal system. By the end of this lesson, inshallah, all of my students will be able to define organ system, explain musculoskeletal system, and describe skeletal system. Before we go into detail of the topic, let me take you to the previous lesson that organization of life starts from cells. Similar cells form tissue and different tissues will give you organs. Like here, cardiac cells, they combine to give you cardiac tissue and those cardiac tissues will combine to give you an organ. This organ is here, heart. I hope you have remembered that what you have learned in grade 3 about different senses and sense organs. These are different organs. These are known as your sense organs because they are related with your senses. These are some more body organs: brain, heart, stomach, kidneys, bladder, intestines, liver, lung, thyroid. Some of these organs will be new for you. Don't worry, we are here to help you in your process of learning. And I will definitely describe about each organ inshallah. This is a basic organ system. Now till organ you all have described yourself in your brains that what is organ. Organ is a combination of different tissues. When different organs combine, like in this girl in the picture, the heart is in the center. This is the organ. It combines with different pipes as you can see, the red and blue pipes. These are other organs in the system. The system in this girl is representing circulatory system. This system is called organ system. When different organs, different type of organs combine, they give us organ system. There is not only one organ system in human beings or living things, but there are so many other organ systems. When different organ systems combine, they will give you an organism. Organism is a term used for living thing that can be plant, it can be animal, and it is also described for human being. This is another organ system in your body. It starts from mouth. Inside the mouth, these yellow part, these are glands. Then their red tube, it is esophagus. The pink part next to esophagus is stomach. With the stomach, we have pancreas, gallbladder, liver, and below them there is small intestine, light pink color, and then there is large intestine. Main organs of digestive system. Glands that you have seen in the yellow color. The color of the organs will be same as in the picture. Glands, they produce saliva that helps in digestion. Esophagus, it's a muscular structure that connects mouth to stomach. Stomach, it is your main organ. Pancreas, gallbladder and liver, they help in digestion. By this time you all will be wondering, what is this digestion? Digestion is a chemical process that along with so many other processes occurs in your body. It actually converts the food that you eat into energy, and this energy is taken in the form of nutrients with the help of blood to all the parts of your body. Like if you want to run and play, your feet need energy and that energy comes from the food. You are studying, you will write something, that energy will come from the food. Small intestine, the food that has been digested in your body, it will be absorbed here because this is circulated with different types of blood vessels. Large intestine, some extra water from the food that is not being absorbed in your body, it will be reabsorbed here. Let me discuss musculoskeletal system with you. It is a body system that is combination of two organ systems, skeletal system and muscular system. In skeletal system, there are bones, joints and ligaments. In muscular systems, there are muscles and tendons. Musculoskeletal system, in the picture, In the musculoskeletal system, you can see two systems side by side. The skeleton is representing skeletal system, and the figure with the red and white part, it is muscular system. They help you to move, they keep you in shape, and they help you to protect your internal organs like heart, liver, lungs, brain. Softer parts of your body are protected by the hard cells of bone. I wonder if you ever thought about this. What if we don't have the bones? Then you would be just like this picture. You would not be able to stand. You will be just like a beanbag, a rice bag. You will be like a jellyfish. No structure, no form, no shape. You would not be able to move, sit, stand, talk, or even eat anything. Here is a basic picture of skeleton. Don't get confused. You have to remember the basic parts of the skeleton. The top one is the skull. Then there are ribs. Then there is hinge joint and ball and socket joint. Skeleton is part of the skeletal system. These both things are different. Skeletal is a system. Skeleton is a part. Now, skeleton consists of bones and joints, and it is present in vertebrates. The largest bone is the femur, thigh bone, and the smallest one is in your ear. It is called stirrup. These are some of the functions of the skeleton. It protects your internal organs, like skull protects the brain, the rib cage, it protects the heart, lungs, and liver. It also stores and releases. They produce the blood cells. They store and release minerals like calcium and phosphorus. They facilitate movements and they support your body. Now let's discuss what is a joint. It is a place where two bones meet with the help of a hard tissue called ligament. The types of joints we will discuss are movable joints only. We will not discuss about immovable joints. Immovable joints are in your skull and in your pelvis area. Here is the ligament. It is connecting the bones with the other bones. Here the femur. Here is an example of a knee joint. Ligaments are a connective tissue that attach bones to bones, and tendons. These are the connective tissue which attach bones and muscles to allow bones to move. About tendons we will discuss in detail in muscular system. Right now, observe the ligament. Here is the ligament connecting two bones. The movable joint example is hinge joint. Hinge joint is present in your elbow. They allow the movement in only one direction. As you move your elbow from forward to backward direction, you cannot rotate from your elbow. And here is the elbow joint. Hinge joint. Other examples: elbow between ulna and humerus bones, knee between femur and tibia, and they are also in your fingers and in your toes. Ball and socket joint. In ball and socket joint, the rounded end of one bone fits inside a cup-shaped ending on another bone. As you can see, the blue color part of the picture is fitted inside the orange color. This is the way your bones are fitted into each other, and the examples here are shoulders and hip joint, and they allow the movement in all directions. Hinge joint, restricted movement only in one direction. But ball and socket joints, they allow movements in all the directions. This is another example of the ball and socket joint. This is the shoulder joint. And it is also allowing your body to move from the arm in all the directions. Like when a bowler in a cricket game is trying to do the fast ball or the spin ball, he can easily rotate his arm.